So I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but the way that, maybe I didn't go into detail, but the way that I found out, Anthony actually didn't bring it up initially, but like when we would talk, we would just talk about it, and I would say, it was like 10 years since you've seen her, since you asked to see her. And then one day, a couple months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, he was like, can I just stop you for a second? Can we like talk about the elephant in the room? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, what about, all the times like that I asked to see her and you never responded, and the times that I showed up and you never showed up? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Every time I was supposed to be there, I was there. Like it turned into like an argument, because I'm like, what are you talking about? Like he had mentioned saying something before, like the times I would show up and you wouldn't be there. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I was always there. Well, I was like, basically it was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't believe you. He pulled out his phone and he showed me the emails, 10 years worth. And I saw them. And they were addressed to the place that I told him to send them to. However, I had never seen them. So, of course, I felt like an idiot. I apologized. And though I don't know what happened to them, I obviously have my opinion. However, I still feel like I was responsible for finding out or verifying or whatever. And I felt like I owed him an apology, because ultimately it was my fault. I got something on my dress. Obviously, it was my fault. But he communicated the way that I asked him to communicate. He used the email address that I asked him to use. It was a joint email address. But it's my opinion that something happened to those emails and they never made it to me. I never saw them. I never saw them on the received end, but I did see the sent end. I also had family members that saw those emails as well in real time as they were happening, because they didn't even believe that he was actually trying to see her. So that's how it happened.